What are the news, Boos? So it's a terrible weather in Bucharest. It's very dark outside. Dana is sleeping behind me. I have Frank in my lap. But I have a holy mission, a duty to tell you the news. Oh, he's running. It has been a very long time since our last video, so we have a lot to catch up on. This time I've decided to divide the video in two parts, you will see. One is with useful news, so things that are important that actually you should know about. Other half is with what I call useless news. Let's get on with the news. TikTok recently updated its privacy policies for European users, admitting that personal data from the app may be viewed by employees in China. TikTok also said that those employees' access is governed by what they called robust security controls. Pakistan's ousted Prime Minister Imran Khan was shot in the leg during a protest march in East Pakistan. Mr. Khan is 70 and was recently disqualified from standing for office after failing to declare gifts from foreign dignitaries. The former PM is in a stable condition. The Bank of England has warned that the UK is facing its longest recession since records began, as it raised interest rates by the most in 33 years. Unemployment is expected to double by 2025. Tokyo's metropolitan government recently began issuing partnership certificates to same-sex couples who live and work in the capital. The country still does not allow same-sex marriage, but more than 200 smaller local authorities have made moves to that direction. The second largest crypto exchange, FTX, filed for bankruptcy after a severe liquidity crisis. People who kept their money on FTX have much fewer legal protections than those who deposit their money with banks. In the case of a collapsed exchange such as FTX, they are simply unsecured creditors and will be the last to recover their money. The global population hit 8 billion people on November 15. India is projected to surpass China as the world's most populous country in 2023, according to the UN. The latest projections have the human population peaking at around 10.4 billion in the 2080s. A Russian-made missile struck NATO member Poland, killing 2 people. The missile landed 6 kilometers from the Ukrainian border at the same time as Russia sent a wave of missiles on Ukrainian cities. US President Joe Biden said it is unlikely that a missile has been fired from Russia. Preliminary reports say that the missile was part of Ukrainian air defense. Benjamin Netanyahu, leader of right-wing ultra-nationalist Likud party, is set to become once again Israel's prime minister. Netanyahu, who is Israel's longest-serving prime minister, and his allies captured 64 out of the 120 seats in the Israeli parliament. Negotiations, however, are ongoing. So aside from the useful news that keep you informed, essential backbone of this segment of videos, you should also be aware of something I called useless news. Let me give you an example. Marcus Floyd, an artist from Kentucky, has designed sneakers for horses. The customized sneakers cost $1,000 and they look like this. Now let's move on to my favorite one. At the end of October, Pope Francis told priests and nuns to delete porn from their phones. He said, and I quote, "The devil enters from there." An American military aircraft crew decided to draw a male genital organ in the vicinity of a Russian base while refueling. Attendees at the COP27 climate meeting have found that the conference internet connection blocks access to certain websites. Among these sites is the one of global rights organization Human Rights Watch. Also blocked was Medium, Egypt's largest independent news outlet. Observers say that Egypt was trying to prevent attendees from being informed on its terrible record concerning human rights. Afghanistan's Taliban authorities have ordered that women should no longer be allowed to enter public parks, amusement parks, and many open spaces. Taliban authorities have suppressed activists who have protested for women's rights to education, work, and freedom. Russia's foreign ministry recently announced that 100 Canadians have been added to the list of people banned from entering the country in response to sanctions against Russia. Among those banned was actor Jim Carrey and author Margaret Atwood. This has been Concise News, short, informative, verified news. Things that you should be aware of happening in the world. And a lot of things are happening, so much that I cannot keep up with it. These videos don't get that many views, but even if one person finds them helpful in any way, that's good enough for me.